I went up there. I never got out of breath. I'm sure they were all amazed. They said, "Oh my God, we're in the presence of one of those old bastards." But I just psyched myself into it. I just visualized. I imaged myself into finding a better way, an easy way, just climbing smarter. I kind of went up the arete here. Arete is an outside corner. I went up the arete, and then when I got to that overhang, I transitioned onto the face, and then went up the face to the ridge. Kind of going, arcing near the edge of the face, because that's where the cracks are. And that's where the bolts are. That's the way it's intended to climb. So it's a fascinating climb. It's 510A. Originally, when the decimal system was developed at Idlewild, which is it's in the San Jacinto Mountains of East Orange County, and it's Fern Valley, and then there's Taquitos on the right and Suicide Rocks on the left. Suicide are south facing, and they're very beckoning, wonderful feel to them. Taquitos is ominous, and even the Indians had a feel for that ominousness. Taquitos was the name of a demon who lived in that rock. It's 600 feet high, who would regularly come out and claim virgins to take away to his lair in the rock and have his way with them, and then they never came back. Anyway, so the decimal system was invented then, and the idea was that 510 would be the hardest climb that was humanly possible. 5, it's 5 point, 5 decimal, and then 10.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 means that it's a climb that you need protection for. It's not a scramble. You're going to, if you don't have a rope, you could get a harmful or fatal fall. And that goes from 5-0, which means there's holds everywhere, up to 510, which originally the idea was that that's the hardest climb that was possible for a human to do. Well, so some guy finally said, yep, he'd done it. He'd done the hardest climb that was possible for a human to do. Well, you know what happened next. Someone did something harder than that. So they scratched their heads and said, well, okay, we'll call this one a 510A and that one a 510B. By the time they got to 510D, they said, this is nuts. We need to go on to 511. So after 5.9, they're all 5.10 ABCD, 5.11 ABCD, 5.12 ABCD. Before 5.10, all of 5.0 to 5.9 are either just 5.9 or they're 5.9 plus or 5.9 minus, meaning hard and easy. So there's 3 grades basically of the easier ones and 4 grades of the harder ones. There are criteria climbs in Yosemite. And everything relates to that climb. If it's as hard as a certain climb in Yosemite, then it's a 511D. That would be Astroman.